I just started with a pizza pan and plain white Rust-Oleum chalk paint. You don't need to paint the whole pizza pan, just the edge of it. So I always base coat with white Rust-Oleum chalk paint. It's my favorite. You can see this can has seen a lot of crafts. There's like less than half left. And then I came back with this Waverly navy color chalk paint and a flat 1-inch paintbrush, and I went right over the dried white paint. You're probably going to have to do 2 coats to get complete coverage. But obviously pick a color that suits whatever placemat you choose. It doesn't have to be blue. And then I just made a template to cut out my placemat. So I used just a scrap piece of craft paper and a Sharpie to trace and make my template. I really do need to find a splatter screen because people have commented that if you use a splatter screen from the kitchen aisle at Dollar Tree, you can trace that and it matches perfectly a pizza pan. I just haven't been able to find one, or I never remember to look when I'm at Dollar Tree. But you can also just make a template with paper and then trace that onto the placemat and then cut inside the Sharpie line so you don't have Sharpie showing to make a circle out of your placemat. And then I just attached that placemat piece using Eileen's tacky glue. You could use E6000. Don't use hot glue. It'll probably melt the plastic. And then just smooth that right into place on the pizza pan. Don't worry if your edges don't look perfectly nice because we're going to cover them. And a lot of times I like to use jute rope for this, but I wanted to do something a little different. So I grabbed 6 long pieces of twine and I braided it. So I did a knot at the end, taped it to my work surface, and then I began braiding. Someone commented on one of my videos, by the way, I love it when you guys share tips in the comments. It helps me as a crafter, and it's just really fun to learn new tips and tricks. So someone commented that if you weave underhand, not overhand, when you braid, it doesn't get as tangled. The jury's not quite back on this, but I think it helps when you braid like really long pieces. So I just braided all the way down and then cut that knot end off and hot glue it at the bottom because we're going to cover it with some greenery. So start at the bottom and then hot glue all the way around the edge of the pizza pan, and that'll hide the seam between the placemat and the pizza pan edge. So I really like my fine point hot glue gun for stuff like this because you can do just little dabs and little lines all the way around. And then I also braided another 6 pieces to make a hanger that I simply hot glued each end to the back of the pizza pan, easy peasy. Then to finish with embellishing, I always keep a stash of faux greenery in a little container in my craft room. So whatever faux greenery you have, and I also happen to randomly have 2 blue flowers left over from a different project. I think these were from when I did that bike wheel wreath a couple years ago. I don't know why I have 2 flowers remaining, but I used them up. So just hot glue all the greenery and flowers right at the base of the pizza pan there. And then to finish it off and cover those stems, like the base of the stems, I made a simple twine bow. So I wrapped twine around my fingers like 6 times, make a little figure 8, pinch it in the center, wrap it 5 or 6 times with another shorter piece of twine, and then secure it with a knot. So you have this little figure 8 looking thing there secured in the center, and then cut the loops, cut the ends. So it's just a scrappy little bundle of twine, and you can hot glue that right in the center there. And here's my cute little pizza pan door hanger. Perfect for spring, but I honestly think you could keep this up year round, no problem. Hey, thanks for watching this craft video. If you have a minute, do you think you could maybe press the like or subscribe button and then watch this next craft on the screen now?